see the hose? See that? Watch.
Welcome back to another fun video for D2K Motors, where we answer a question that we ask ourselves and many of you ask. What happens after the will it start?
This
is a prime example of what happens to most of our will it start cars.
Coolest starter to throw in the woods.
1994 Chevy truck though.
Yep.
With a big block in it, right?
Yeah, it's a big block in it. Yeah, it's not diesel.
Yeah, so it's going to be great on the fuel mileage if we do get it go running.
Yeah.
But this won't be a video in the woods.
No.
We're going to do a little nostalgia. We're going to take you back to our first shop where we built cars such as Hoopzilla, AMG Morris Minor, and the Turbo Man. Which, when you see how disgusting and dark this shop is, you'll be surprised that we don't finish cars now in our nice clean shop.
Mostly just dark.
Yeah, just dark.
It's very dark. 2016.
2016. Yeah, so 9 years plus a one start. One day it had its glory.
Yeah, it had a start and a reverse day. And I think the fuel pump was under there.
Yeah.
So that's nice, it's kind of protected. Sadly, it looks the same. Other than the steering wheel is a little fuzzier.
I don't see the dead rabbit though.
You know, there's floor mats over here. Were those over here before?
I don't know. Comcast is over there.
The Comcast first aid kit.
I mean, you could just sit on this.
No, that was where the bunny was.
Then you can sit on this. There you go. I flipped the side over for you.
Test light.
That stinger is still out, so that'll be fun to drag behind us.
Yeah, at least it's not on the ground fully.
I think that chain's attached.
You know you could do with these, right?
Oh my god! These hooks are good for something. Oh, I could do that twice. You know what you can do with these?
It's a little moist in here, but not bad. I was worried because I flipped this. I was like, man, I bet that made a nice house for animals to eat filter. But they didn't. They just made a mess on top. No sparks or anything happened.
Is the key even in it?
Yeah, it was in the ignition.
Okay.
These damn trees and stumps make it so much more to walk.
Well, it rolls.
I don't hear the filter. We do have
starting fluid?
the right truck here because that one needs starting fluid to start. So I'm going to roll fast enough. I'm going to roll fast enough. That's okay, the fuel pump did turn on anyways.
Yeah, and we knew it, and we have one coming, so. 1, 2, 3.
If I were the devil, first thing that I'd do is I'd come off like I ever gave a damn about you. I let you catch a peek of all your greatest desires. I watch the flames in your eyes burn like hellfire.
We're back in our very first shop where we started building, but not our first shop, theoretically.
This was our main.
This is our main build shop. The first time we ever built a car and didn't die. We moved from this one for a very big reason. I think you can kind of tell. It's very dark.
Dark in here.
Very dark. We've built a lot of cars: Hoopzilla, Mirthmobile, Turbo Nash, the Morris Minor. It's all built here.
Yeah, but we decided to come here because our lift is made in America. Ours is made in China.
Nope, we have two things we're going to accomplish today. Is the transmission being swapped out that we found our year only that we talked about, and the fuel pump because it does not work anymore.
Yeah.
We'll do the fuel pump first because this thing is, even though a short bed,
it's really long because that's all the way out.
the stinger is like 20 feet back there and it's very shaky. We were going to do the transmission first, so when you do the fuel pump, you get to there. But we're going to do the easy thing first, and then the hard thing.
Disaster. Box or something. Moldy fluids. I swear to God, the fuel pump was like right here. Oh, there it is. It's covered from the elements. Is that what this is for? No. Maybe that's what this one's for. I used the wrong one. Yeah. It's going though. Like, giving me confidence. It looks okay in there. I was a little nervous.
With all the rust?
Like, oh my God, is this gonna crumble? And then we're gonna have to like set the fuel pump in there. I try to like fucking like punch this crusty
steel.
Yeah. Oh shit, no. Boom. It's crusty, that's for sure. We definitely should have had it covered. That sucks.
I've seen this fuel pump before.
Yeah, I remember being this. We cleaned it all up. I remember this was just chilling. There's no clamps or hose here. That was just flopping in the tank. Oh, that's gross in there. Don't look in there. Oh man.
Luckily, there's fuel filters in line.
See the side of it?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, my side looks kind of prettier actually.
No, yeah, from here, this looks. That was bad there. We're just gonna ignore that. Will it pump?
Will it pump?
Will it leak? That was a little hard to get that one tight, and that's the main one, of course. It's heavy. Oh no! Will it pop? Yay!
Right?
I was like, I felt that with like dunk.
Averted. The shark tried to take my pants off too.
Yeah, because the hood was not closed. All those years it was sitting there in the woods. All right, we have the juice. Please start. Please pump.
First fuel pump. Do we hear it?
I hope the key's on. Because I don't hear it. There's the lights and stuff going on. Key is on.
I think I heard it.
I don't hear it at all.
You don't feel it?
How come I have no juice? That's annoying. You juice it up?
Okay.
Really? No.
Spark?
No crank or anything, yeah. Like the crank
Alright,
sensor?
I'm gonna pull something, so don't start it.
Yeah. No spark, no fuel pump. Like that's
two things, because this definitely doesn't have spark, I'm just me.
like it ran. And then it just sat there, so it's not like anything should be messed with.
I thought it was gonna fire up and go.
Me too. I do have two fuses in here not lighting up. One's ignition and one's injection.
For the fuses
Yeah.
that are bad?
I only got power on one side of them, but they don't look blown. They're all wet and very corroded. Very corroded.
Oh, ewy.
This fuse box is so like wet and corroded, dude. Still don't hear no fuel pump. I jiggle them around. It doesn't do anything, so you think jiggling them would make the fuel pump turn on. What? Yeah. We're getting no fuel pump action at all. And that's pretty crusty in there, but you know, it's not. It didn't get wet or anything.
All right, what was it doing? Key on?
Give me a quick little key flicker,
Yep, I heard it.
dude.
And the lesson we learned here: always verify your parts.
I like glass
I know.
too. I'm like plugging. I gotta pull it back out.
Now we just have the whole no spark.
Yeah. New day here.
I didn't really want it to be day 2, but it's day 2.
Well, it shouldn't have ever been day 2. We weren't anticipating it to not have spark and fuel. We pulled this out yesterday. I don't think it's a problem, but we got a new one anyways. The heater doesn't like to turn off either, so maybe this will help that. All right, it's bolted in, so it might do something. The steering wheel's not, but it shouldn't start. I think the distributor cap is off, but we should see something. Maybe?
The distributor cap's on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Everything's hooked up and everything.
Oh, it's off. Well, that's even better.
Yeah. So, did the ignition switch because we've had multiple go wrong and the heater was staying on.
Yeah.
We're 90% sure it is the module,
Control module, yeah.
but we already tore apart the column, so we're starting
It's already out.
So,
Because it was wet in the dash, so that's like, maybe that's switch got like that. There's a few spots in there.
yeah. And the 2 fuses were blown.
Same thing. You want to see if there's any fuel juicing?
I don't think I put my finger on the
And the heater stays on, so it's just
So we just did that for
it's just Christine. You know, we were updating, upgrading.
Oh, look.
That switch is older than the truck, so
I'd like to put faith in this once it starts. So there are some new parts.
Well, we
on
should
it.
have put an Amazon fuel pump in it then. Okay, so distributor cap time. Unpluggy. Unpluggy. Brand used.
Yeah, it is used.
Yeah, I came out of the Suburban engine that we've had to sing in the shop for a couple of years now. It's what we do. We're really good at pulling cars apart. Ignition control module plugged in. Game on.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Really? What the heck? The only thing I could think of is the distributor.
So we're on part number 4 of the trying. If you haven't been watching along, which is weird if you haven't been, we replaced the fuel pump because we knew it was bad from our first video when we did it. But then the fuel pump came unplugged.
That was not us.
No. Went to the ignition system because we still don't have fuel and spark. Read some forums, took a night off, replaced our ignition control module, and now we're just replacing the whole distributor. And the distributor has the pickup in it, huh?
Yeah. And it's like, those wires are like broke into the ignition control module, so they don't sit really well.
Yeah. So even when we plugged our new one in, it didn't give us too much faith.
Yeah. If you can get it out, we can clean it and put it back in, then it'll come out easier.
Yeah, true.
You know, we just gotta get it out of there. Like goo holding it in there. Yeah, you might be able to get it from that side. There's room, I just couldn't see over there.
Is that a camera?
Ah! Yay! Get the 5R out of there?
That fell in the engine.
Okay, let's make sure you hold on. Look at all that. That's a lot of sludge. That's why she was sticking.
Maybe we would need the oil change.
This is gonna leak because we don't have that ring around here, but we don't really care at this point.
Nope.
Sucks we'll have to pull it again later in life, but
As long as it's not as hard.
yeah, this should be a little easier, especially without that.
We did it in a parking lot one time, so.
Yeah, that was good.
And that was in a F-body. F-body sucked compared to working on these things.
Yeah. We are in, bruh. She's pointing at the right area. Perfect. That was obnoxious. Okay. Please have something. Girl plugged in. Ready?
Yep.
Was this the third time? This is the third time to try? I hear the fuel pump.
Oh my god, dude, that was like...
That was annoying as hell. Now we're back to where we were back in the day. Oh, then we have a new fuel pump.
Dude, just the glorious of those things spurting.
Yeah, I saw the dust come out. Thank God, dude. It was the pickup and the distributor is bad. Or it was those wires, because those wires
were falling off.
Yeah, these plug into the ignition control module and they're just floppy. I don't know. They could have been touching the base plate too here.
But no matter, now they're secure and a nice plug with the thing. And this hole doesn't make me, even though this now it probably has drive in reverse now.
Yeah.
It probably.
Hey, it'll have reverse to pull back into our spot. But we need to. That was the whole point of getting it running.
Oh yeah.
So we can put it on the lift. It's one of these buttons. Oh yeah, that one sounded juicy. I don't know. Folding?
This sounds really nice. You're right. I forgot.
Yeah, is this good? Good sound. 140 horsepower, big block. All right, I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna push it. Ooh, look at that. I think so. Okay, well, it still doesn't have drive, so.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's true.
It
has drive also.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. I
would be extra happy.
I would be extra happy because I don't have to do that stupid training to do it.
Yeah.
But
now that's what we were trying to do originally.
Exactly.
Was start it, put that up, be done. Get it on the lift.
That's for another montage.
Yeah.
On the wolves in the land, and I'd make them fight each other tooth and nail and hand to hand. Find all the sheep,
Let
make
it
them
handle.
stir up the pot. 'Cause once the wolves have killed each other, sheep are what I want. The devil walks
looks like it's all
among
going in
us
over there.
friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if he's red, and I don't know if he's blue. One thing
EMP that they just shot the car with and like took all the electronics down.
Yep.
Why do those never come back in the movies?
I know.
Why don't they like
That seems realistic.
Paul Walker easily could like. I mean, why is that like no other movie?
I love it when he took it off and threw it and landed on the cop's car like that.
Yeah, like
That was cool.
and I know we need to take a look around. If I were the devil,
perfect.
He's out.
She's out.
That was easier than the damn fuel pump.
That has a thing on it. That has a thing on it.
Yeah, and I couldn't read. This has this. It says it here, but I couldn't read it in there.
Okay.
That's a normal transmission. Looks a little crusty. Okay. Those shafts look almost the same. Here. That one looks nicer. Wait. That shaft looks shorter. Maybe not.
Well,
this angle is fucking with me.
I know. I was trying to do that earlier.
Here we go. Do this. Hold on.
Is this supposed to be outside of the shaft or inside?
Here, we'll check this. Here we go. Oh, it is shorter. But for driveline shorter.
What?
Therefore, the driveline wouldn't fit.
Yes.
Even if we just stuck that.
No,
old drum
this
back
is
on.
a major like the lengthwise.
Yeah, it needs that different output shaft or something.
It'll be pretty impressive if this thing does drive on the road, considering we literally had to switch the transmission shaft on it.
Probably have a lot of extra bolts too.
But that's good for our collection.
Yeah.
We're bolt collectors on the side, so it's really nice when we do projects and apply extra.
So we gain. This is how you gain the bolts. You don't gain bolts by. I guess we take the filter off first. Of course, that stayed in, but this train we're not using this train. We're just robbing its shaft. We should take a picture of this. By the time everything goes back. No, I don't. Little parking doodad. What it's called. There's like check balls and things in here.
Yeah, there are.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe at least Google what goes where too, at least. We're just kind of stabbing at it blindly here. Probably not a thing you want to do that with.
Yeah, manual transmissions.
If I thought I was going to be doing this today, I definitely would have watched the video. And now we just gotta take out these and slide it all out. I think there is some snap rings, but they're like screwdriver snap rings. Hey, that worked. That's the thing of the thing. It does things. This is another piece that does things.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, geez, it's a whole piece that does things. There's more shafts and things in here.
I thought this was a one shaft thing.
Yeah, what's a multi-shaft situation?
Ah!
Got her. This definitely looks thirsty. But yeah, this is all we're after is this.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully that thing looks exactly like this one. Oh man, that's so much heavier.
That is a very nice, clean looking transmission.
Yes, that's one of the nicest ones, man. Too many times. Okay. Okay, we'll just set this here. We don't have much left.
Pull out?
Yeah, just that, like that last unit, I think. So we're here. This is it.
Okay.
Now let's pray that
So you grab yours.
I got my shaft.
Let's
Mine's shorter. Let's see. Look around. Yes, they are.
So it definitely is this guy.
Yep. Everything else looks the same. Now we start reassembly, huh?
Yeah.
Zoink.
For the fun part.
Yeah. And these going there. Jiggling, I assume. Actually, I'll probably just do it one piece at a time. One piece at a time. There we go. It's starting. Oh, we're getting there. I don't know what the fuck. Mostly, like, where does this guy go? You know?
Numbers this way a little bit, right?
Yeah. It's like went in and. Oh, you gotta keep going.
A little more.
I think back.
There. Oh, I saw a bolt hole.
Yeah, I think back is. I think I go right there. It sucks that we still have to do the bottom.
valve cover, all the 8 check
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah, that won't take long though. At least.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, it's take an hour probably. Now all these. Where was this guy? He's somewhere in here.
As I placed that thorny crown on my furrowed brow, well, I'd shine in all the tears of joy yelling from the crowd. I want to brainwash the parents, and I have the world. I'll be in their schoolhouse.
Missing the rubber.
Nah.
So we got some clunks. I think that's going to be the clunk. I think there's nothing important. Oh, this thing doesn't sway much.
Oh my god, I can't believe this thing's lifting back up into the car though.
I know.
Ready to go drive.
God, if just the training works, I don't know. For one, I also bought the transmission from a crackhead. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I think. It moved.
Well, it does more than what it did when it came in here. So, win.
I don't know if it'll shift or anything, but it moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it has first and reverse even, they could use it around the property.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it worked.
So we have the reverse. Brakes work. Power window works. I go right and I go left at the whorehouse. Okay, let's go. Hit the main road. Better with this spark plug wire. Oh, second. Third. Fourth. Oh, the seat, I forgot it's mossy. So I rubbed it. I should have done that. Yeah, I think we just adjust the timing and give it a good old tune-up.
Walks among us friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. My final act, I tell you what it'd be. I have everyone so medicated they could never see. My glove and hubs on horned head would be hard to sky. And the best part of it all is they'd comply with their demise. The devil walks among us friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see. Well, I'd witness all the atrocities and it'd probably frighten me. So I'd run back home with a story to tell. I'd tell all my demon friends that I always preferred hell.